This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
You claim you're being faithful.
Yes, I am being faithful. I love her, and it's unconditional.
And you think she's being paranoid.
Very. It's like, I can understand her paranoia because I am becoming famous, and it's like the groupies. But it's like...
Famous like what?
I'm an R&B singer.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like...
So you blowing up?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I would love to see him out here doing what he does best, but at the same time, it's not paranoia. I feel like he know he's been doing it. I called his mom's phone one day because at the time he was using his mom's house phone as our means of communication. And I called their phone one day. A woman answered the phone. No, it was not his mom. This young lady is telling me, while I'm explaining to her that I'm the mother of his child, she's like, no, I'm his girlfriend. Yes.
What is your explanation for that?
It was my mother's friend.
Is your mother's friend?
Attracted to me.
Attracted to you.
Right?
Because you got it like that.
See my potential. So she figuring, okay, yeah, let me tell this girl that's calling for you, then I'm his girlfriend, hopefully for her to fall back so she could take her place.
Your Honor, in the midst of this conversation that we were having when she was telling me that she was his girlfriend,
right.
I was having her call other women that she was informing me was calling the phone on other occasions. They were saying, yeah, you know, we're more than friends and all this stuff. It was just a mess.
How many women are we talking about?
3.
3
Not
different
including
women.
the young woman that answered the phone.
So a total of 4.
4 women.
Did you ever find out if there was something going on with woman number 1?
Oh, definitely found out stuff was going on with woman number 1. As a matter of fact,
Tell me about that.
They have a child together now. Yes.
Okay, so this child's been born during your 10-year relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's his baby?
It's his baby.
All righty.
I didn't want to admit it because I was like, you know...
No, I don't know.
No, we really
You
don't.
said you didn't want to admit it because...
I was weak to the...
You were weak to the flesh.
Yeah, I was weak to the flesh, and
Uh-huh.
I fell victim, and we had unprotected sex, and one thing led to another. But that was the only occasion that I actually engaged in.
You only had sex with her one time?
Yeah.
With that one, with woman number 1.
Fortunately, she had my beautiful daughter, so, you know.
So what's going on with you and your ex?
I had a night with her, you know, and then our daughter came. So it's like I have to be a father to my child, but a relationship with you, we don't have to have.
But Mr. Haskell, look, you're a singer, not a dancer.
Right.
You're dancing around this issue big time. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Get him.
I sung into the wrong song that night.
Apparently.
Yes, I did, and I was being the bad guy.
So, Ms. Jones, I see you brought a witness with you.
She can come forward.
Thank you.
Would you give the court your name, please?
Ayanna Allen. I'm Miss Jones's best friend.
Okay. What do you know about this situation?
This particular situation, you know, my birthday was in February.
Okay.
I went to the mall, of course, to get me some outfits, you know, jazz up for my birthday. And I go to the little food court in the mall, and I see Mr. Haskell and this lady and this child. They were together like they were a couple. No.
Okay.
I mean,
What does that look like?
that was my
What does that look like?
That looks like this.
Holding hands?
Yes, but that's
She
not
lying,
your girlfriend.
Were you holding her hand?
Truth be told, I had...
Yeah, we want the truth be told. All right.
I was watching my daughter at my mom's house.
Wait a minute. I don't want all this pre-stuff. I want to know, were you sitting in the food court holding hands with your baby's mama?
No,
All right.
man.
Did your hands touch?
Probably from my daughter to her, as connecting her, getting my daughter hand.
So in the process of maybe touching your daughter, your hand may have accidentally touched your baby's mama hand at the very instant
From her vision.
Miss Allen saw you.
From her vision.
From her vision.
Miss Allen.
Double vision. I don't miss nothing.
All right.
I was at work one day, and then I went through my phone, and I had a message on Messenger. She wasn't my friend, so I had to accept it. So when I opened it, she sent me a picture of my 1.5-month-old son and his father laying in her bed. I have something, if I could show this to you.
Ron, would you grab that, please?
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. Truth be told.
Please.
Thank you.
This is the text messaging between the other woman and myself. This is a picture at the bottom of my son and his father laying in her bed with the caption, "Add this to the collection."
Like the collection you have on Facebook?
I guess.
Oh, that's bold.
I guess.
All right, Mr. Haskell, this isn't paranoia. This is photographic evidence.
Yes, this is my first time because I was forced to have my son this particular day.
Did you have a relationship with the woman's bed you're laying in right there
Your
on that
Honor.
picture?
No, Your Honor. Because I'm a performing artist, she figured, listen, he's one of the best, so let's accommodate him. I had my son with me. So
she just let you lie in her bed?
Yes, that's it. Late night hours.
Mr. Haskell?
You don't even have words for this. And let me just tell you, it takes a lot to shut this down, to just get it where it can't make a sentence, it can't pull a word out of the hat.
I don't know what to make of this guy. I mean, this is just a series of misunderstandings.
That's it.
He is the unluckiest guy in the world.
Witnesses, when witnesses see you holding hands with someone else, it's really not that, it's something else.
And let me just say this, it looks bad.
Yeah, it does.
It smells bad.
But it's not.
But it is bad.
But
It is bad. You just roll that around in your head.
So I'm on my way, drop down the studio, go to the studio, lay down my tracks, come home. I had some gym clothes I had to wash. I was gonna play basketball later that week. So boom, I go dig in my bag, and next thing you know, my clothes are bleached. Like,
all right, hold on. Did you bleach his stuff?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not mad at you. Let me just, Mr. Haskell, if that's all she done to you in light of everything, you kind of got off cheap, brother man. I'm just saying. Okay, tell me about that. Why did you bleach his clothes?
I feel like he bleached his own clothes. Like, all his fame and all his desire to get out here and be in the spotlight, he didn't want to be there for me when I needed him to. So I figured you don't need no clothes, you don't need nothing, you need what you have on at the studio, and you'll be good in life.
Mr. Redding, how are you?
Fine, Your Honor.
In this case, you had a polygraph examination performed on Mr. Haskell, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Haskell was asked, has he had sexual intercourse with his ex-girlfriend since July 2016? Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And what was his response?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector show? What did the lie detector show?
There was a significant response to the question, which indicates deception.
it was cold when they gave me that test. And I told him.
Wait, it was cold when they gave you the lie detector test?
Yeah, it was cold in that time. It was cold.
Darling, how are you feeling?
How I knew I would feel.
Is it your worst fears being confirmed?
It is.
Mr. Haskell?
It looks bad, but...
It is bad. It doesn't look bad. It is bad. This isn't look.
I mean, we moved from paranoia all the way over to deceptive results from the lie detector test.
Can you admit to her that you have not done what you've been telling her based on this? I mean, this is your chance to tell the truth.
The truth is, I did do it.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Just tell the story. Tell the story.
I did do it. I apologize, sweetheart. From here on out, I promise to dedicate our time.
You know what? Apologies are easy. They're a dime a dozen. The hard part is saying, I am committed to you in this relationship, and then doing it. Can you do that? That's what she needs to do. It breaks my heart to make the ruling I'm gonna have to make. But you cannot destroy other folks' property, even in anger. Our ruling is for the defendant for $200.
If she takes you back, you cannot continue to hurt her. Now, Miss Monae, you were on the Bad Girls Club. Are you being a bad girl?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm really a good girl. Like, at heart, I have a good heart, and he knows that. And just because I'm a bad girl doesn't mean I do bad things.
He has some concerns that you're cheating. What are you here to prove?
I'm here to prove that if I've been on FaceTime and talking to you for 8, 9 months now, and I'm still talking to you and I haven't got anything, or any dates or anything romance, honey, that's proof enough that I'm in this. I mean, I think it is. I'm sacrificing at this point.
I mean, but at the same time, if I text you at 6 o'clock and you read the message at 6:02, but you reply back at 9 p.m., it's a problem with that.
I was at a booking, okay? I had work to do.
That's what she say.
The club, you saw it on Snapchat.
No, I did not.
I was at a booking.
Actually,
I can't
no,
have my phone.
the situation that I'm talking
This
about.
is why you don't date a bad girl. This is why.
Man, be a man,
So,
get it
Mr.
from her.
Johnson, what do you have to support your belief that she is in fact cheating?
For one, nobody even knows she's in a relationship. She won't even post me on her social media. Everybody knows about her on my end. When I asked her why haven't she posted me on her social media, she gave me a weak excuse saying that her fans would be, mad if she's in a relationship.
That's not what I said. I said I don't want my fans to start going to your page and being rude to you and saying the things they say to me because my fans are crazy and I don't want him to go through that.
AKA
I want to keep him safe from all the bad end of being a celebrity. It's hard.
The court does its own research, and we found on your Twitter where you posted this beautiful picture and you have my beautiful lady.
So he's claiming you.
I liked the picture so people can see that I liked it, so it's not like...
She liked the picture.
Okay, you like the picture. You don't like the fact that he's claiming you, that he's saying, look, this is my woman. He's telling the world, he's proclaiming it to the world. You're not proclaiming to the world that this is your man.
Okay, so you
A
don't
lot of celebrities keep their relationships private for the one reason, so the other person won't have to get the backlash that we get, that we deal with on a daily basis.
She does make a valid argument that celebrities, keep their relationships private.
Everybody
And she's trying to protect you.
That's
Do
not true.
you accept that?
No, I do not, because at the end of the day, yes, she is a celebrity, but at the same time, that backlash don't bother. I got tough skin, so I'm not worried about that. I don't know if this friend was a female or a male. All I know is that it took her 3 hours to respond back to my call.
You called me one time and I was late. That's because I was getting ready for my booking. I think he's just a very insecure person, and I can't deal with that because in my realm of work, we're gonna argue all the time.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna let you get away with some of this right now, because I'm a bad girl and we look, girl. But look, you need to separate your real life from your work. You're treating him like a fan. Like, why don't you want to post him? Like, on the flip side of that, in the beginning, I did not post my husband either. And I can relate to that, because there were times in the very beginning of my relationship, I was like, oh no, you're not about to mess with what I got going on, because I don't know if I really want to be with you. I'm not going to show the world who you are, and then now you're going to be on all these blogs that, and now I got another count on my list.
That's exactly how I feel.
Another guy I didn't date, and it didn't work out.
And that's the issue.
That's exactly how I feel. I'm like,
that's the issue.
I don't know, just like he doesn't know if this is real, I'm trying to figure out if this is real, because if I'm not there yet, I cannot post you until I know for a fact.
You asked Miss Monae during your 4th of July trip to Miami, did you have intercourse with another man? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
You asked Miss Monae, since you began dating Mr. Johnson, have you had physical sexual contact with any other man? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive.
What?
Miss Monae, this man is wanting to move across country to be with you. If you want that to happen, now is the time for you to come clean.
I'm telling you, I've never had any sexual contact with anyone. I don't even know what that means. I'm like, sexual contact? Does that mean I've never had sex with anyone, never made out with anyone, none of that stuff? I mean, I had some strippers shake on me a little bit a few times, but I never had sex. No, I'm being dead serious. I'm really shocked.